So good evening. I'm going to close you out tonight. And what I'm going to talk about is learning resources. Today we have so many resources to learn from. We have papers, we have YouTube videos, we have blogs, and we are in a real beneficial situation to have so much material. But the problem with all this material is it's completely disconnected. It's made by different content providers, it's stored in different locations, and looking at them together isn't so easy. So I give you the example of where I started this project out is I spent a lot of time reading papers. Reading papers, I would have to find out concepts in those papers and link to the articles that give me knowledge of every concept that's covered in the paper. And the thing is, we have such a good, rich source of content that we also have almost too much noise. There's too much content available. What should I look at when I'm starting out learning something? Where should I start, and what resources should I connect to really understand the subject? So what I looked at is linking resources by the content within its text. So that's the content within a paper, that's the transcript of a YouTube video, and linking what does the person presenting actually link to, what does the paper actually say, and link the contents together. And I did this in a generalized way. So this idea being you could take any domain and create a structure out of that domain. And do this in an unsupervised way, because these subjects, domains, are so difficult to map and dynamic that you need to do it in an unsupervised way. So this is data science. So this is the topic I'm going to go show you tonight. This is 60,000 concepts that came in 30,000 different papers and archives. The beauty of data science is an amalgamation of lots of domain knowledge. Physics, mathematics, and new concepts coming up all the time. So how you navigate that when you're starting out in data science is very intimidating. What do you actually look at? When you're trying to learn something, do I start with machine learning? What are the connecting nodes to machine learning? Where should I go with this? So actually when you filter out the nodes and look at how all the different concepts interlink together, you arrive at 300 core disciplines, core concepts that arrive from in data science. So taking this network graph, now I need to take all these documents and label them and derive concepts from them. So I created an NLP pipeline. I have 30,000 archive papers covering the whole domain of machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence, physics, mathematics. And I extract concepts. So I go through a first layer of concept extraction. I look for terms within those papers that continue to reoccur. And I create a large database of different concepts, possible concepts. Sometimes they're people, sometimes they're actual concepts, sometimes they're just words that commonly appear with each other. And I use a knowledge base in the form of DBpedia to validate whether they are actually concepts or are they people. And also from that resource, I connect them to like neighbors. You know, machine learning is also ML in some papers. Those should be linked together. They're the same concept. And I link it to a parent and a child. So you create a full structure from this network. So at the end of this stage, I end up with a concept dictionary. All the concepts that are in papers in data science. And I now pass this to my second layer. So I now can bring in a much greater list of curated resources. I bring the top 150 blogs that are generated by, on data science. I bring in the top YouTube videos. I take all the transcripts from them and I parse them using the vocabulary that I just generated from the papers. And I look now to develop a vector for each document. And now I can, these vectors represent the concepts within them. And I can create similarities. So that allows me to link YouTube videos covering convolutional neural networks to papers that are covering convolutional neural networks. So this allows me to generate a content engine. I now have papers, blogs, YouTube videos, all described by their concepts and all with parents, children. So I know where it sits within that network graph. So the best way to actually show you it is to show you the platform I created. So we're going to start with a really simple, broad concept. This is machine learning. And this is auto-generated. So actually the fact that we get a page response is that the fact that machine learning sits within the network. And what we see here is a subset of that whole network of concepts within data science. We see all the nodes that are interrelated with machine learning. At the same time, the page feeds back a little description of machine learning based on what it found from DBpedia. So you get from this one concept page the structure of machine learning, what's links to it, and a description. You also get recommendations on the videos that most highly ranked to machine learning. Here, machine learning is such a broad concept, you get introductory videos. You get also some introductory papers. But this is the core for me, what I find interesting is, you can go to the archive paper directly, or you can go to the paper summary. And this is the core problem I had a lot of the times, is I arrive in a paper, what does the paper actually describe? There's too many papers out there, which one should I actually read? So at the top, we have the domain. The paper sits within machine learning, neural networks, and statistical classification. This is being classified by the model, not derived from any other topics. I then have the subtopics. This paper talks about dimensionality reduction. I click on it, I get a bit of description about dimensionality reduction, because maybe I don't know what the concept is. I also see papers that are related to this, and semantically related, depending on the concepts that came up in that paper. And I get attached to videos that explain the concepts that appear in that paper. And this is a common reason that I actually developed this platform, is when I read a paper, especially in data science, you have so many different concepts to understand that the quicker you can get to understand the core concepts within a paper, the quicker you'll be able to get the most information out of it. So I've developed this platform. This is the beta version for the moment. If you want to discuss anything more, I'm Hamish, and well, thanks for all being here.